Okay, so let's start. I hope everybody is able to see my screen, right? There is somebody.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes,
So by now we have learned quite a lot of grammar, and we even had some chance to work upon these situational things. Uh, However, as I observe, there are certain things that we should know which are pertaining to daily lives. So today's topic will be German for daily lives, daily life. I mean, the most frequently used words in a day-to-day business. So the most important of them is of course, your situational, you can say response that we learned like thanks, yeah, danke or welcome or entschuldigung or something like that. Other things that we learned upon is the time of the day, right? One more important thing which normally comes is how to describe your family. Describing family. Although it is kind of a personal identifiable information (PII) and people are not supposed to ask about family, but if you get a little close to your colleague and maybe your any subordinate or whichever in your office or neighbor, they may be interested in knowing about your family. So, how do you describe? I mean, what are the words used for family members? So, we'll have a brief look at that. So, the most relevant ones for a family are maybe like a son, daughter, then wife, husband, right? So, fortunately, there is not much to learn upon. Son becomes zone, Sohn. Okay. Daughter becomes Tochter. Now, you probably have noticed by now, wife normally we call Frau, right? But here is a confusion point, friends. Let's say there is a lady who is singing. Oh, excuse me, there is somebody in the pipeline. Let's say there is a lady who is singing, right? Maybe on a mic. So, friends, can you try and give it a try? How can you explain this situation that a lady is singing? Just give a wild try.
Uh, die Frau ist,
Yeah,
die Frau ist singen.
die Frau ist. Please repeat.
Singen. Singen.
Um, yeah, that's partially correct. I'll correct it. I'll refine it. See what happens now. You are explaining that the lady is singing, right? So first of all, you should find out the verb singen. That is, sing becomes singen. You rightly said, right? But again, now you have to find out one more thing. Let me go back to the previous conjugation things. What we learned was ish. Suppose if I am singing, then I'll say ish singe. Yeah. Du singst. RGS singt. RGS singt.
Singt, ja.
Oh, Entschuldigung. Singt. Right. So you see, if I were to say he is singing, so I will be using he in place of he. I will be using er,
Ja,
and
ja.
the verb form will be used as singed, right? So now here this lady is singing. So here it is. It will be z. So Z, you have used, I mean, this Z is the same as die Frau, that you absolutely correctly picked up. But again, going further, the verb form that you will be using will be singt then, right? So this
Yeah,
sing
that's
should
right.
come here. So, and then what will happen? This ist will be taken away. That's not required because this is like one to one English. You know, the lady is singing. The lady is singing. So this is used in English will be taken away. That is not required in German then. Because is singing itself is singen, right? And here this singen will convert to singed because we are talking about the third person that she is singing. Entschuldigung. Yeah. You're getting my point, friends?
Hmm. Yes, it is clear.
Yeah, a little confusing. I'll take a few more examples, then it will be more clear. So, well, I was talking about family members, but it just came upon my mind to take up this issue as well. So here, the correct sentence will be Die Frau singt. Simple, right? Because I'll just repeat, Die Frau, you absolutely perfectly picked up. That's perfect. Now, is singing is I'll write down is singing becomes singen, right? Or maybe you can say to sing becomes singen. Now we will be using the appropriate conjugation of singed, singen, which in this form will be uh, singed. So here we will be using die Frau singt. Now, I mean, I was talking about family members, but I think this area needs a little more focus. So I'll pick up a few more examples. Let's say there is a group of Fraus, ladies, who are probably singing a chorus. Right? They are singing. So now, if I were to explain, or you were to explain, the ladies are singing. Right. So just give it a try, friends, how it should look like. I'll just give you a hint. Here, as I wrote, each singer do singed as just singed. So going ahead, it will be like this.
Sie Frau,
Wait, I'll write down. Wir singen, ihr singt, sie singen. Just give it a try. Please go ahead. Any guess? Yeah.
Sie Frau singen.
Please repeat.
Sie Frau
Yeah.
singen.
Yes. You are maybe like 80% correct. But here, what will happen? The ladies, right? See, if I was to say they are singing, then you can say sie singen. Actually, sie Frau will not be used here. They are singing, so it will be sie singen. However, now I am using the ladies are singing. So here the plural form of ladies will be used, which in this case will be die Frauen. F-R-A-U, Entschuldigung, Frauen, singen. Now, how is it so? See, as you know, this is the plural form, third person plural form. third person plural, right? So what happens if I were to use Z? I can say Z singen. For example, that they are singing. Let's say if I say Z singen. So this is simple that they are singing. But now in this case, as I have asked, the ladies are singing. So you can straight away say Z singen, that is they are singing, that would be fine, but which may not be the exact conversion of this sentence. So if you were to do the exact conversion, I mean not transliteration, but if you were to translate it to German, then it will be die Frauen singen, right? So singen
So
are,
why Frauen? That is Frau. How Frau become Frauen?
yeah, actually the lady is equal to die Frau, right? Now this is about singular.
Mhm.
So if I were to say the ladies, so will become die Frauen. Actually, one thing we missed till our journey is whenever we learned a noun, there is definitely a plural form as well, right? If I say the chair, then the plural form will obviously be the chairs, right? So in German, in English, normally only an S is added to the word, a laptop, the laptops, right? But here things may be a little different. So whenever you learn any noun, I always say that you learn the gender associated with it and also try to learn the plural form, right? Now, one good point in German is every plural, I'll just mention it bold, EVERY, every plural form
It's feminine.
exactly is feminine. So that means whatever the gender may be of, let's say, Rechner, which is a laptop, RECHNER. So the plural form will be D Rechners or whatever it may be. So that means Rechner is basically der, which is a masculine, but once it converts to its plural form, it will become D. Now, this is a rule without exception. There is no exception at all. I mean, this is kind of a very good news for everybody that whenever you are using a plural form of any word, of any noun, blindly use D. Simple thing, right? So, anyways, I was talking about the family members today. So, what I wanted to speak out is wife in German is Frau. However, why I took up this issue was if I say the Frau is singing, so it does not necessarily mean that that lady is my wife or his wife. She can even be a bachelor, nobody's wife. So, what happens whenever you are talking about your wife, specifically if you're talking about wife, then it's better to use Ehefrau, right? Because Frau does mean a wife, does means wife, but to be very clear, always use Ehefrau, E-H-E Frau. And likewise, for husband, mm, for husband was man. Just a moment. Give me a second. Yeah. For, yeah, der man. But now, same thing. Der man, instead of using der man, you better use der Ehemann. Okay. So it's very important that you use the correct word because what will happen if you use generic Frau or man, then it refers to the general man or a general lady as well. But it becomes confusing. So whenever you're talking about wife, always use Ehe Frau or for man it may be Ehemann. Okay, going ahead. Now Father, mother is very simple. Father is Vater.
Vater,
Yeah. And mother, any idea?
Mutter,
Exactly. Mutter. Then
brother,
brother is
Bruder,
Brother.
exactly. And sister,
is
Schwester.
Schwester,
exactly.
Swiss.
Schwester.
Swiss.
Schwester. All right.
Swiss.
A
yeah,
good thing is here nouns, the genders are as expected. So dear Vater, die Mutter,
die Mutter,
yeah, dear Bruder,
der, die
die,
Schwester.
die Schwester, right? All right. Then comes uncle. So it becomes uncle. Okay. And what about aunt? Uh, she becomes tant.
Tanta.
Tante. Now again, to give these genders, dear uncle, the tant,
The
Detan.
Tanta.
right? As expected. Um, then what about nephew? So nephew is dear
Neffe.
nephew.
Neffe.
Okay. Well, this word may not be very common in daily life. Mm, now, the other things were, let's say, cousin brother. Entschuldigung. There's one niece
Niece,
also, right?
niece, yes,
Yeah,
niece, niece.
Niece.
Nicht,
So I think it is
Nicht,
nicht. Yeah?
nicht.
I need to check it upon. Nicht, nicht. Don't take it with nicht. Huh? The not is different. Okay, cousin. So what about their cousin becomes oh sorry.
Cousin,
Yeah, cousin brother. Just a minute. I wrote the wrong word. Cousin brother is their
cousin.
cousin. Now, one thing you should always remember, friends, whenever I'm talking about these nouns, as you can observe, every noun is capitalized, right? So make sure, don't make any mistake here. Each and every noun has to be capitalized only.
See, that should be K.
Cousin. Okay. Yeah, that's right. It has to be K. All right. And sorry, cousin, sister.
D cousin.
Yeah. D. I think Cousine, right? So one E is added. All right. Just a moment. Now, what about in-laws? In-laws. So father-in-law. Father-in-law becomes I think Schwiegervater. Just give me a sentence. Let me check in my notes. Yes. So what happens whenever we are talking about in-laws now? Simply add Schwager. 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 Simple. So father-in-law becomes Schwagervater. Then mother-in-law becomes. Yeah, any guesses, friends?
Schwagermutter.
Yes, Schwagermutter. And likewise, Schwagerbruder, Schwager sister. Schwagerbruder, I'm not writing full word. And Schwagerschwester. They are just as expected. Right. By the way, friends, do not make any mistake. Schwager is one, and uh, there's one called Schwer. Schwer. Schwer means something absolutely different. It is very hard or difficult, you can say. Sure situation, or maybe like very hard task you were given, so sure task. So do not get confused. Schwager is different, sure is different. Okay. So this was all about the family members. I mean, there could be many more things to study, but may not be relevant as on today. All right. So now, any doubts or any questions, friends? By any comments? No.
No.
All right.
Ashit, I have a question.
Yes.
For example, again, it switch back to the frau is yeah, the lady is singing.
Hmm.
For example, in that point, uh, like maybe Chetan is singing.
Hmm.
So if somebody else wanted to say like Chetan is singing,
Hmm.
so how it will be like
Yes.
again? Yeah, like Chetan zingst or what? Or
Yes. Yeah, good
zing?
question. See, what happens? Let's say Chetan is singing, right? So, if I were, let's say, here is Chetan and he is singing, and this is me, and I am explaining this to Raghu, for example, that hey Raghu, look, Chetan is singing. So, what I'll say, instead of Chetan is singing, I could have said, hey Raghu, see, he is singing, right? So you can just imagine that he is singing is the word that I'll be using. Instead of he, I'll be using Chetan in that place. So straight away, if you remember this, he becomes air,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So here you can straight away say air zinged, or you can say Chetan zinged, right? Air zinged, or you can say simply Chetan singed, singed. So this synced is actually singen, but it is a conjugated form. And singen, as I told you, I wrote somewhere, singen, just a moment.
There only singen is in infinity form, so when it comes to it HZS, it becomes synced.
Exactly. So simply, I mean, let me just erase and make a little clear. So I said singen. This itself means to sing. And you know what? All the verbs, which the conjugation, sing, sing, or whatever it may be, they all means to sing. Every one of them means to sing, right? The only thing is, depending on who is singing, whether I am singing, whether you are singing, whether we all are singing, this conjugation keeps changing, but everybody will mean to sing, right?
Yeah.
So, and this is everything is in presence, present tense. So then, if you go for past preteritum or other forms, then that will be even different than this. All right. So this was all about this family and all that stuff. The other thing that I want to take up is at times you may be required to explain the directions, right? Let's say our country looks something like this, and then goes up like this. So we have north side, we have south, We have east and we have west. Oh, I made mistake. Sorry. This is west. This is east, right? This is north, and this is south. Right. So how do we explain this in German language? So I just wanted to take up this because this is sometimes when we are talking to somebody or maybe we are explaining something about our country to any foreigner, they may be interested in knowing from which part of the country you come from. And sometimes people keep on asking how is the temperature at your country. So we have to tell that in the north side it is very cold, in the south side it is very hot, something like that. So north in German, I'll erase the English words, becomes
Nord.
Now,
North.
yes, der Nord.
there no.
And likewise, der Norden is also right, the northern area,
Okay,
right? So
okay.
it becomes der Norden also. All right.
Okay, so north stream is coming from this only.
Yeah,
Yes,
our state, Northern Rhine-Westphalia.
yes, correct. Then here becomes Ersten,
Ost.
Austin, yeah.
yeah, or Ersten, right? Then,
Houston.
Should
yes, Süd, der
So why
Süd.
there is only Sud all the time?
Yeah,
because
actually, yeah.
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Carry on, please.
No, actually, it was owned by owner. Then it has been divided to a son and a brother. So one becomes Aldi, one becomes Aldi South. So that's how it became.
Okay, okay. Is it so?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So der Süd and der it remains the same. Der West.
West. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Sid, I have a small query. In Cologne, one there is one city or maybe station is Ostheim. So what it exactly mean? Ost is east and Ostheim is Ostheim. Yeah,
Um.
Ostheim.
See, first of all, when it is a name, na, so it could
Mm,
be name of anybody, which may or may not be having any meaning, right?
mm,
I mean, it's not necessary now. It may be like there used to be a monk some 600 years back, and on the name of the monk, they have put the name of the city. Correct. So
mm.
may not be any logic behind it, but of course, if you see the any direction which is associated with the city name, then normally it refers to the location of that place in the city. So if it is on the north side of the Cologne, then something like Norder or Nord, something maybe associated with the place name, right?
Mm.
Okay. Apart from that, um, let's say if you were to describe this place on this area, so this becomes
Southeast.
Südösterreich.
Südost.
Yeah, Südösterreich.
Like in the same southeast. You are saying.
Exactly. Now here there will be umlaut used, Österreich, right? Likewise, this side
So
will
this
become,
is also there again.
yeah, of course, there will be there. So here this becomes Westlich. I need to confirm whether it is Östlich or Östisch. Um, but I think it's Ostlich, Westlich, Ostlich, right? If we go this area, then it is Nordwestlich. That means to say these two are the primary directions, and I mean I'm talking about when we are talking in between these directions. Then these are taken as the first word, and then the Ost or West. So this area will be Nordwestlich, and this area will be your Nordöstlich. Okay, just a moment. Normally it does not happen, but sometimes it happens that I make a good drawing. So I request you to please take a screenshot here. Right? Maybe of some use in a later stage then. Okay. Now let me take up some other points. Just to add some vocabulary, which we may be expected to use multiple times in a day. So what about now? I'm taking about vocabulary, because what happens, friends, if you just Google the common vocabulary, you may end up with 1,000 words, and then you will be so much overwhelmed that you cannot do anything then. So if we are talking about, let's say, a school or maybe in an office environment, so what are the most important words that we should know, or at least their German counterparts that we should know? So I'll start with a few one. Pencil, for example. So it becomes der Bleistift, BLEI Stift. Okay. Then what about the book? Book is
Butch.
yeah, a book.
BUCH.
BUCH, book, right? I believe it is das book, but I need to confirm. Now, can somebody tell what about books?
Their book.
Yeah, it's their Bücher, but what about the gender associated with it?
D.
Yes,
Feminine.
I just talked about it. So whenever there is any plural, just blindly go for D. Simple, right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we have any rule in German like we have in English? For example, if we just add s at the end, then book become books, like a singular become plural, pencil become pencils. In the same way, like in German, because last time when you wrote, I mean, here you were adding er, but last time you add en, like Frauen, and Busha. Do we have a rule like that?
Unfortunately, there is no such rule. However, only a few addings are possible. Like Bücher is there. Let's say I say die Blume, which is Blume is flower, right? Sorry.
In Blumen.
Yes, Flower. So it becomes die Blumen, right? So what I mean to say here, it is er, it is en. I don't think there is any such rule, but still, as you'll see, for Rechner, which may be a calculator or a laptop, it is Rechners. Only S is added, right? So there is no such rule, but the possible endings are very limited. So maybe, like, with practice, you may be able to catch them up. Okay. So we were talking about the office or in a school, what all things we can expect to see. So let's say, what about TV? So it is der Fernseher, Seher. Now if you see, it is exactly like Doordarshan. I'll tell you how. Der Fern means distance,
Distance.
yeah, or maybe from a gap, and Zeher is see,
To see.
yeah, to see or something related with see. So it is from distance to be seen. So it is like Doordarshan only. Okay, going ahead. What about the mobile phone? Mobile phone,
Only
yeah. So this is
Handy phone.
yes. So it is known as handy. Now, why I'm focusing upon this word is, if you go for German vocabulary or alphabets, you will rather pronounce it as handi, right? Because a becomes a,
Yeah.
right? However, this handi will not be correct. When you pronounce handy, you just pronounce it in the English way, English style.
Even English also we use handy phone only, right? Hand phone, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. No, I'm focusing upon the pronunciation right now. So, uh, if you just pronounce it by German vocabulary, as we learned, so A becomes A. So you probably will pronounce it as handi, which is an exception. Handy is to be pronounced as handy only. That is to say, the English pronunciation and German pronunciation are same, right? So just make sure whenever you're talking about mobile phone, you have to mention thus handy. That's all. Going ahead, door. So door becomes
Door.
detour.
Tube.
Okay. Now there could be some modifications. The main door, for example, becomes die Haupttür. Haupt. Just a moment. Haupttür. Okay. What about window? Window is das Fenster. Now you will notice, friends, window and door, they are quite same things, right? I mean, at least have a lot of similarities. But their gender, if you see, door is feminine, but fenster is neutral.
Not
Yeah. So what I want to focus upon here is, you simply cannot judge, or you simply cannot give a hit or give a try to the genders associated with a noun just by looking at them, right? So if you remember, suppose if in case if you have multiple times read this word and you have remembered tur, and sometime you all of a sudden stumbled upon fenster, and you are thinking upon the gender of fenster, you will probably recall from d tur that it will be defenster, which will be wrong. So what I want to focus upon is, whenever you are learning a noun, do not use any logic for remembering the gender associated with it. Just remember the gender the moment you learn the noun. There is no logic between gender and noun. Okay. Now the air conditioner that we see, AC, this is known as die Klimaanlage. Klima, Anlage, right? Likewise, in Aldi, you probably have seen there are a lot of solar panels. So they are known as solar Anlage. So Anlage literally means any type of setup. Setup of some machineries connected with each other, or some type of equipments connected, right? That is Anlage. A few more words. The switch that we see, right? Kind of like this switch we see at times that we have to press. That is the electric switch, SWITCH. Please bear this spelling mistake. So this switch is known as der Schalter. Okay. And what about the PowerPoint, which we see in India like this, or in Germany it may be like this? That is the PowerPoint. Uh,
Energy, energy.
no, 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 no. There is a specific word. D. Sorry. D. Stack dose. Okay. So there are certain cases wherein you know uh, specific words are already there in German language. So this is one of them. However, you know what? I'll give you one more example. Suppose if this is a building, right? And there are multiple houses, multiple flats on this building. So there is no such simple word for this word. I mean, for this building, it's like, of course, it's a building which has multiple apartments, but such building are known as Meher Familien House. Okay, this word refers to the building, not individual houses. This is the building. So this is invariably like as you just now said, you try to go for that power energy point. This Meher Familian house is actually seems like an explanation of the building, but this is actually a word, single word. It may be connected with each other. Okay, so there is no such.
So when it is connected to each other,
Yeah.
while writing single word, so familiar again it will become as in capital letter in between.
No, no,
In
no.
house
You,
again.
you got it right. The middle words will be small only.
Okay.
Yeah. However, there is one more thing that you might notice in future. There is a concept of monster words in German, wherein
Mm.
one or two words may be connected with each other, and there you will find a S in between, right? With an S, they connect two words. For example, probably in your
Mm.
insurance
Yeah,
insurance
Boltonstrasse. There is a station near me.
correct. So I yesterday only I noticed this word actually, so I just recalled. If you see in your insurance card now, insurance number, so they call it as for Sicherung Versicherungsnummer. This is one word, Versicherungsnummer. So as you see, there is one S which is in between, and it is used to connect two words. So this is quite a common thing. I mean, you will find many times. Um, I don't recall right now other words, but you will find it many a times.
I can see like my health insurance is next to me,
Yeah.
so I can see okay the Gesundheitskasse.
Gesundheitskasse, correct. So you're right. Gesundheitskasse. Actually, it's like this, but
Yeah.
they have connected with S in
Yes.
between, right? So this S comes from outside and connects two words. Gesundheit, by the way, means health.
But again, only Gesund is also high health or healthy, I guess.
Uh, actually, um, how do I explain this? Gesund is, um,
Healthy.
yeah, there could be only a small difference between two. Maybe like it is adjective and one is noun, something like that. Mm, I'm sorry, I cannot explain
Reason
this.
behind Gesund is coming in my mind as in healthy because one of the shopping shop it was saying that stay healthy. So Gesund something there was
Yes.
stay healthy, and again I don't remember exact complete sentence, but Gesund I can recall.
Yeah, you're right, but difference between Gesund and Gesundheit is there. One is maybe like a state of health, and one is like to stay healthy. I mean, there could be very, maybe like Very minor difference, but there's definitely two words are different there. Yeah. Okay. A few more words, then we'll pack up for the day. Where am I? Oh, sorry. 1 minute. All right. Now, um, just a moment. You see in your uh, office is CLOCA. What is happening? It's not writing. Just a moment. Yeah. So clock is D-UR. Okay. Make sure that oh wait, D-UR, UH. Okay. So let's make sure that is again a feminine word. Then what about scissor? This is D shear. I think my computer is going down. D shear. SCHERE. Okay. And this is all. Yeah. What about the pen? We learned bright stift, but that was pencil. Pen is dare. Just make sure it is masculine. A little complex word. Kugel Schreiber. Right? Now, see, Kugel means ball, and this actually means ball pen. Okay? So, ball pen means der Kugelschreiber, and likewise, uh, only last word that I want to take up is two words are
So
left.
in terms of football, can we say Fuss Google?
No, no, no. I think this Kugel, na, this means small balls, very very small. Because I have seen Kugel only in case of some chocolates, for example, or some toffees, right? But football is known as Fußball,
Football, yeah.
right? Football. And even I have seen this Kugel in terms of some maybe like there are some ball bearings which has some small metal balls, so they are also known as Kugel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tiny ball.
tiny balls. That's right. So that's a different. Just to add to here, toffees in German means bonbon.
अच्छा जी.
Yeah. So just make sure. I don't remember the gender of bonbon, but bonbon means toffees.
So born is toffee then.
Bonbon.
No, no.
Two times.
We have cologne, we have born
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But if it were two times, then it would have been toffee.
Toffee. So half
But
toffee.
our Bon is BONN.
No, no,
Yes,
correct, correct. When you
Yeah,
pronounce it right, so I was just
yeah, yeah.
telling.
True, true.
correct. All right. Only two words left. One is the stapler, right? So it is der Hefter, Hefter. And what about the glue, GLUE? So this is der Clever, Klebber. All right. So clever is there, and just to add, you may have seen some stickers, right? Maybe like paper slips, small labels, or maybe some Phantom or
Sticky
Spider-Man
notes.
stickers. So they're Aufklebers. It will come. Just hold on. Yeah, der Aufklebers. Klebers. Right? So that was all about the things that we find in an office or in a school. So likewise, friends, there is a lot of scenario-based vocabulary that I strongly suggest that you must develop. The best thing that you can do is just see whatever you see in front of you right now. Maybe you take a picture with a mobile and then try to identify each and every object that you see in the picture. And when you identify that object, find out the German word along with the German noun, and also, if possible, find out the plural of that noun, right? Because, see, if I am a doctor, then my vocabulary should be different. I see operation theater, I see patients around, I see instruments around. Then I need not learn about information technology, for example. So what I mean to say is everybody has a different life, everybody has a different environment to work in. So everybody needs a different vocabulary to learn. So I strongly recommend, I have told multiple times to other guys as well, wherever you are working, take a picture or just think upon your mind and try to identify the various things which you see in the photo, right? So this way you will develop your vocabulary, and maybe you'll grasp some more German words then. So that was all for today, friends. Any doubts or any comments you want to share or something?
No, today's session is quite easy to remember that again and learn as well as compared to previous. Of course, it is a very friendly sessions so far, but
Yeah.
comparatively, this is much better.
I know. No, actually, see, my logic was we initially did some ABCD things, then one, two, three things, then time of the day and multiple things. Then we took up some grammar portion. So last six or five classes were into core grammar sections,
Mm,
and now we are in a position to interact in German, or maybe we can use the learning that we have learned so far in a practical lives. So what I plan is the next classes that we are supposed to have on maybe 7th or 8th, I believe. I'll just quickly check. Um,
Ninth.
uh, Moment. Yes, exactly. On 9th we will have. So from 9th and onwards, what I'm planning is we will create some scenarios. Let's say I give my example. I was in railway one time, some time back, 1 year back, and all of a sudden a box of yogurt fell from my hand and it opened up on the floor. It was totally spilled out. So how do I react at this situation, right? I mean, this is just an example. Likewise, if I were to talk to a police, for example, something bad happened or something good happened, or if I were to ask for direction, I give you one more example. It was like night 2 a.m. and I was in some city like near Heidelberg, and my mobile went off. There was no signal at all, and I were to ask the police people. There was no people around at night too, and I just asked the police people to help me with the direction. I could not find anything. So how do we talk to those guys in such scenarios? So from next classes onwards, we will do only these things, right? How can we interact with them? How can we maybe like politely ask them some questions or take their help? So such things we will take up from next classes onwards, right? And I always welcome your ideas. In case if you have more circumstances or more suggestions, please share with us, and we will take up those topics as well in future. All
yeah,
right. Yeah. So any comments or any additions? No.
No, Siddharth.
All right. So let's wind for the day, and I wish you everybody a very happy week start.
and Happy New Year as well.
Happy New Year! Yeah. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, Siddharth. Happy New Year
Thank
to you
you.
and your family.
Same to you. All
Thank
right.
you.
See you then.
Yeah, bye
Bye
bye.
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 Bye, everyone.